The birth of the airplane. How one invention changed the world. Imagine a world where airplanes were never invented. No international travel, no airborne warfare, no global commerce as we know it. The ability to soar through the skies has transformed human civilization in ways we rarely stop to consider. But how did we get here? From ancient dreams of flight to the Wright brothers' groundbreaking first takeoff and beyond to the supersonic jets of today, this is the incredible story of how one invention reshaped the world forever. Let's take off into history. Dreams of flight, from myths to invention. For millennia, humans have gazed at birds in awe, yearning to fly. In ancient mythology, this dream often carried dire consequences. Take the tale of Icarus, who soared too close to the sun with waxen wings, symbolizing the fine line between dream and disaster. This yearning persisted, blossoming over centuries in legends, sketches, and early attempts to fly. The Renaissance saw a scientific turning point. Leonardo da Vinci, the quintessential polymath, created intricate designs for flying machines inspired by nature's aerodynamics, though none of his inventions took flight. Centuries later, significant progress came in the 18th and 19th centuries. Hot air balloons carried humanity's first steps into the sky, while pioneers like Sir George Cayley sketched the principles of modern aerodynamics. The daring Otto Lilienthal, often called the Flying Man, experimented with gliders until his tragic death. Each failure brought humanity closer to its dream. It was these early efforts, equal parts inspiration and trial, that laid the groundwork for what was to come. The collective determination to conquer the skies culminated in an invention that changed history. The Wright brothers and the first flight. Enter Orville and Wilbur Wright, two bicycle mechanics with extraordinary vision. Growing up in Dayton, Ohio, the brothers were fascinated by machinery and driven by a relentless curiosity. But their journey to becoming the inventors of the first powered airplane was anything but simple. At the turn of the 20th century, skepticism surrounding human flight was widespread. Many considered it a fool's errand. Undeterred, the Wright brothers meticulously studied the works of their predecessors, including Lilienthal. They realized that advancements in control mechanisms, how an aircraft maintains balance and movement in the air, held the key to flight. Through experimentation with wind tunnels, they developed groundbreaking designs for wings and propellers. After countless trials, their invention, the Wright Flyer, was ready. On December 17, 1903, in windy Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Orville Wright piloted the first powered, sustained flight in human history. The flight lasted just 12 seconds and covered 120 feet, but its impact reverberated worldwide. Their success was not simply an engineering feat. It was a testament to perseverance and human ingenuity. The Wright brothers had bridged the gap between imagination and reality, igniting a revolution in aviation. From fragile biplanes to modern aviation, the Wright brothers' achievement marked the start of rapid technological evolution. Airplanes, initially fragile and rudimentary, quickly transformed into robust and versatile machines. By the 1910s, biplanes like the Curtiss Jenny became staples of early aviation, used for barnstorming and mail delivery. The airplane was no longer just a scientific dream, it was a practical tool. World War I served as a catalyst for advancements in aviation. Aircraft transitioned from reconnaissance tools to military assets used in combat. Fighter planes like the Fokker triplane and bombers emerged, making the airplane a decisive instrument of war. Development accelerated after the war, with designers like Charles Lindbergh and Amelia Earhart ushering aviation into the public imagination. By the 1930s and 1940s, commercial air travel was taking root. Companies like Boeing and Douglas Aircraft Corporation introduced innovations in speed, range, and passenger capacity. Airplane designs matured from wooden frames to durable, sleek metal structures. These advancements set the stage for airplanes to revolutionize not only warfare, but also commerce and personal travel. The airplane at war, transforming conflict. The story of aviation is inseparable from its role in warfare. In World War I, dogfights between fighter pilots became iconic, with aircraft like the Sopwith Camel defining the era. Military strategists began seeing airplanes not only as tactical tools, but also as game changers in combat. During World War II, aviation reached new heights, both literally and figuratively. Aircraft became central to the war effort, from long-range bombers like the B-29 Superfortress to agile fighters like the P-51 Mustang. The devastating effectiveness of planes became apparent in events such as the Battle of Britain and the bombing campaigns over Europe and Japan. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, delivered by the plane Enola Gay, solidified the airplane's role in reshaping global geopolitics. Even after the war, aircraft remained critical to military strategy. Cold War tensions gave rise to innovations like supersonic jets, spy planes, and intercontinental bombers. While their destructive potential was clear, airplanes also emerged as tools of peacekeeping and humanitarian aid, reflecting the duality of their role in human history. Revolutionizing commerce, the airplane as an economic driver. Beyond warfare, airplanes have transformed global commerce. The advent of cargo planes allowed for unprecedented efficiency in transporting goods, shrinking distances, and enabling international trade at a scale never before imagined. Consider the global supply chain for fresh produce, medical supplies, or electronics. Goods that once took weeks to ship by sea could now be delivered in hours. The development of cargo giants like the Boeing 747 freighter revolutionized industries worldwide. Commercial passenger planes further amplified aviation's economic impact. Airlines like Pan Am and British Airways popularized air travel in the mid-20th century, making destinations once considered remote easily accessible. The rise of budget airlines in the 21st century democratized travel, allowing millions to fly for the first time. Aviation became a vital economic engine, connecting businesses and fostering tourism. Through aviation, the world grew smaller. Distances seemed to vanish, and time zones folded into one another, transforming commerce and connectivity in ways that continue to shape our daily lives. Travel for the people, redefining human connection. A century ago, crossing the Atlantic Ocean meant weeks aboard a ship. Today, airplanes make the journey in hours. This dramatic reduction in travel time has reshaped how humans interact with geography and one another. Passenger planes became the heart of a globalized world. They enabled families to stay connected across continents, facilitated international diplomacy, and gave rise to the modern tourism industry. Affordable airfares allowed people from different communities to explore foreign cultures, breaking down barriers and fostering mutual understanding. But air travel's influence is not free from challenges. Crowded skies, airport congestion, and environmental concerns pose significant hurdles. Despite these obstacles, the benefits of aviation in bringing people closer together remain indisputable. Challenges and triumphs in aviation history. Aviation's journey has been marked by moments of triumph and tragedy. Early flights were fraught with peril as inventors wrestled with the mechanics of lift, propulsion, and navigation. Even as aviation matured, accidents such as the Hindenburg disaster and crashes during the golden age of passenger flight emphasized the risks of progress. However, these setbacks spurred advancements in safety, from better materials to rigorous engineering standards. By the late 20th century, air travel had become one of the safest modes of transportation in the world. Another key chapter in aviation history came with the space race of the Cold War. Innovations in jet propulsion and aerodynamics helped pave the way for space exploration, demonstrating the airplane's influence not only on Earth, but beyond. The future of aviation, challenges and opportunities. As we soar into the future, new frontiers await aviation. Green technology is at the forefront, with innovations like electric planes and hydrogen-powered aircraft promising to reduce carbon emissions. Companies are designing sustainable models to address environmental concerns, a critical step in ensuring aviation's viability for generations to come. Autonomous drones are reshaping industries, from package delivery to disaster relief and surveillance. The rise of urban air mobility, featuring flying taxis and personal aircraft, could fundamentally alter how cities function. However, challenges loom large. Air traffic is increasing, putting pressure on infrastructure. Environmental sustainability remains a pressing issue, as aviation contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. Yet, the very history of the airplane serves as a reminder that innovation often arises from adversity. The airplane's story is far from over. It remains a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, inspiring engineers, dreamers, and travelers to push boundaries. Conclusion. The invention of the airplane was not just a breakthrough in transportation, it was a monumental achievement that forever changed the trajectory of humanity. From early myths and sketches to the Wright brothers' historic flight and today's global aviation network, the airplane reflects our unyielding desire to conquer the impossible. As we look toward the skies, we see not only the marvels of what has been achieved, but the promise of what lies ahead. Airplanes remind us that no dream is too lofty, no horizon too distant. In the words of Leonardo da Vinci, once you have tasted the flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. Let us continue to soar,